4 weeks ago, Lewis had 0 Airbnb properties. Today, he's got a corporate client locked in for 28 nights, netting him over £1,000 in pure profit on his very first deal. No previous experience, no real estate background, no massive capital, just a system. I'm Luca Valle, and in this video, I'm pulling back the curtains and showing you exactly how we did it. The 48-hour professional foundation that made landlords take him seriously. The word-for-word script that books 4 viewings in 1 week. The negotiation tactic that gave him a 2-week rent-free period to set everything up. This isn't theory, this is a paint-by numbers roadmap you can copy starting today. Let's break it down. Why most people fail before they even start. Here's the brutal truth about getting your first Airbnb property. Most people spend months sending desperate messages to landlords and getting ghosted. They search endlessly, send dozens of emails, and get nothing but silence or rejection. Why? Because they look like amateurs. Think about it from a landlord's perspective. You've got a £200,000 asset. Some random person emails you from a Gmail account saying they want to rent it for Airbnb. No company, no insurance, no credentials. Would you say yes? Of course not. The difference between Lewis and everyone else who's stuck searching, it isn't luck, it's credibility, architecture. Before Lewis sent a message, we built a foundation that made him look like the safest, most professional choice a landlord could make. Let me show you exactly what that looks like. Most people think the hard part is finding properties. Wrong. The hard part is getting landlords to trust you enough to give you the keys to their biggest asset. Here's what we built for Lewis in 48 hours. And what you need to build before you send your first message. Step 1, the legal shield. We formed a limited company and the cost on that was around £65 on Companies Made Simple. This does 2 things. For 1, it makes you look legitimate instantly. 2, it separates your personal assets from business liability. Landlords don't want to rent to some guy, they want to rent to a business. This single step eliminates 80% of your competition. Step 2, the trust stack. We secured 3 non-negotiables. Number 1 is the PRS membership, the property redress scheme. Shows you follow industry standards. Secondly, ICO registration, data protection compliance. Proves you're handling guest data legally. Thirdly, comprehensive business insurance. The big one. Landlords need to know that you're covered. Total cost, around £300. Total credibility boost, priceless. When you can say we're fully insured with £1 million public liability coverage, the conversation changes immediately. Step 3, the visual identity. We created a simple logo on Canva or Fiverr, which takes around 20 minutes. Brand colors and fonts. We want 3 solid brand colors. A professional business email. For example, info@clarendonstays.co.uk, not your normal Gmail or Hotmail. This sounds superficial, but humans are visual creatures. When your email signature has a logo and looks professional, you feel different to landlords. Step 4, the digital handshake. We built a simple 6-page website using Wix. Nothing fancy, just the basic information. Who you are, what you do, provide guaranteed rent, provide accommodation for contractors and corporate clients. Why you're trustworthy, we're a registered company, we're insured, we're professional. A contact form. Cost, around £10 per month. Impact, when landlords Google you, and they will, they see a business, not a ghost. Here's the thing most people miss. The entire foundation cost less than £400 and took 2 days. But it's the difference between looking like someone who's trying to make a quick bit of money on Airbnb and looking like a professional accommodation provider. Landlords respond to professionals. Section 2, the script. The message that books viewings. All right, the foundations are built, now comes the fun part. We went to OpenRent, not Rightmove, not Zoopla, because OpenRent landlords are managing their own properties. That means they're motivated, they're decision makers, and they're easy to reach. We filtered for 3+ bedroom properties with parking in areas with high contractor demand. Why 3 bedroom? Because you can rent out the full property to more guests. With smaller properties, there's a ceiling to what we can charge. Then we sent this exact message. Screenshot this and copy it word for word. Hi, Mr. Landlord. The property looks great. Can I arrange a viewing at your soonest convenience? Kind regards, Luca. Let me break down why this works. If we keep it short and simple, we can arrange the viewing, and then once we get to the property, we can discuss with the landlord how we can help him. We can provide guaranteed rent. We can provide a long contract. The property is going to be kept in showroom condition all year round. There's going to be no void periods for the landlords. If we do this over open rent, we'll get blacklisted. In 1 week, Lewis sent this simple message to 15 landlords and he managed to book 4 viewings. That's a 27% response rate. Most people get ghosted 90% of the time. The difference? Professional positioning and keeping it simple. If you're struggling, here's why. Before we dive into the negotiation tactics Lewis used to secure this deal, let me address something quick. If you're watching this and thinking, this all sounds great, but I don't know if I can execute it alone, I get it. Most people can't execute alone. Not because they're not capable, but because they don't have someone in their corner guiding them through the details, answering questions in real time, and keeping them accountable. That's exactly why I started helping people on a one-to-one basis. This isn't some hands-off course where I dump 50 videos on you and disappear. This is an intimate, high-touch coaching where I work with you until you get your first deal signed, your first booking, your first profit, and I'll even help you with all the back-end systems. If you're serious about doing this, if you want Lewis's result but faster, click the link in description and book a call. Spots are limited because I only take people I know I can help win. Alright, back to Lewis's story. Let's talk about negotiation. The negotiation. How to structure deals that eliminate your risk. Lewis did 3 viewings before he found the right property. The landlord was a tired guy who owned the property outright. He was tired of dealing with tenants who paid late, called him for every little repair, and the place was left a mess. Perfect. Here's exactly how Lewis structured the deal. Non-negotiable, number 1, guaranteed rent. Lewis offered £1,300 per month guaranteed rent, paid on the first of the day every single month. The landlord's current tenant was paying £1,200 but was often late. Lewis positioned this as a more money with zero hassle. This is what Lewis said. You'll never have to chase rent again, you'll never have to deal with maintenance, and the property will be cleaned on a minimum weekly basis. Completely passive for you. Landlords love passive income. Non-negotiable number 2, the rent-free period. This is the move most people miss. Lewis negotiated 2 weeks rent-free period before the contract started. Why? So he could refurbish, furnish, get the professional photography done, and list the property without rent bleeding out while he's setting up. Here's how he framed it. I'll need about 2 weeks to get the property up to our standards for our clients. Free paint, professional photography, and we're going to furnish the property to a high spec. I can have everything ready and start bringing in guests immediately. The landlord agreed because he was already getting more money per month and he didn't have to do anything. His property was also being uplifted. Non-negotiable number 3, minor maintenance clause. Lewis included a clause that said he'd handle all minor repairs. Why? Because it removes friction. The landlord never has to worry about a leaky tap or a broken blind. It's all part of our service, the maintenance service. For Lewis, it means that his maintenance team is on hand to fix any issues and the landlord doesn't get disturbed. Section 4, the execution, the 14-day sprint to launch. Contract signed, keys in hand, now the clock was ticking. Here's exactly what Lewis did in those 14 rent-free days. Days 1 to 2, light refurbishment and paint. Hired a painter off Facebook for £300 for the whole job. Fresh neutral paint throughout, a deep clean. Day 3, furniture delivery. Ordered a furniture pack from a supplier, which included everything, done and dusted in the same day. Day 4, professional photography. He hired a local, reputable photographer for £150. Got 30 plus high quality photos that makes the space stand out. Days 5 to 7, listing optimization. Wrote compelling listings that attract contractors. Set it up automated messaging. Integrated Turno for automations with the cleaners. Day 8, the property went live. Listed on Airbnb, booking.com. Priced competitively with a slight discount for optimization boost. Day 15, he got his first booking. A corporate client booked a 28 stay for £2,900. Total profit, £1,100. 4 weeks, 0 experience and over £1,000 profit. 4 weeks, 0 experience, over £1,000 in profit. And this is just month 1. As Lewis optimizes, builds up his reviews, that number goes way up. He actually just secured another booking for the month after for £2,900 again. So there it is, the complete blueprint. Lewis went from 0 to £1,000 profit in 4 weeks using a professional foundation that cost less than £1,000, a copy and paste script that books viewings, a negotiation framework that eliminates risk. You just got a masterclass for free. But here's the question, are you actually gonna do it? Because most people won't. They'll watch this, feel inspired, and then do nothing. They'll go back to scrolling, overthinking, and waiting for the perfect moment. Don't be that guy. If you want help executing this, if you want me and my team guiding you through every step, until you sign your first deal, click the link in description and book a call. We don't just teach you the systems, we work with you on a one-to-one basis until you win. The link's below, don't wait. This is Luca Valle, let's go get your first deal.